for choosing K&J Property Services for all your property management needs. Today we'll be troubleshooting a garbage disposal. Remember, all tips in this video are strictly suggestions and guidance, and we cannot be responsible for harm, injury, or damage that could arise after watching this video. Remember to always run water with your disposal. It's not recommended to pour unlimited amounts of food down the disposal. Avoid popcorn, seeds, rice, broken glass, silverware, and bones to prevent jamming. If this disposal has been abused, they may not cover the repair and may not warranty the item. Okay, now, first ask yourself, what is the garbage disposal doing? Is it humming? Is it making noises but still working? Is it doing nothing at all? First things first, if it's doing nothing at all, check your circuit breaker or your power GFI. Here's a sample. This is what a sample GFI circuit looks like. They all have a test and a reset button. Typically these outlets are running a series within 4 or 5 different outlets throughout the wet areas of your home. Garbage disposals are usually hardwired, which means there's no plug. Every once in a while they're regular wired and plugged in. So first thing you would want to test and reset and check. Typically there could be an outlet under your sink near that area. Average home could have anywhere from a dozen of these type of outlets. Sometimes they're in tricky places, outside by the AC, behind your washer, behind the refrigerator, wherever the electrician decided to put them. Now this is your typical circuit breaker panel. What you do is, if they're labeled, which they normally are, you would look for garbage disposal or something to do with the kitchen. And clearly, most of the time, these breakers, when tripped, are in the opposite direction or will show an orange bar in here. If it's halfway tripped, somewhere in the middle, then you need to turn it all the way off and all the way on to reset the breaker. It can be tricky sometimes because it looks like they're not blown, but they actually are. These type of breakers, GFI type breakers, these buttons can pop out, which you'd have to actually reset these as well. Make sure when you're resetting breakers you're not standing in a wet area or puddle. If necessary, use a wooden stick. This is just another sample of what a GFI outlet looks like. It can come in different colors because obviously outlets do come in different colors. And this one's actually in the garage of this home. So like I said, just pay attention and look around for those outlets. So this is your typical garbage disposal. They come in all different types of brands and horsepower, etc. This particular disposal, as you can see, is hardwired. So there is no plug and there is no GFI switch on this particular unit. Okay, after you've determined that the breakers are fine and the GFIs aren't tripped and the garbage disposal is still humming, more than likely it's just jammed. Typically you have, popcorn seed or corn kernel or something that would get stuck in the unit and prevent it from turning. This particular tool is made to unjam garbage disposals, and all it is a simple Allen key. If you don't have this tool, that's fine. You can use any the right size Allen key from any hardware store or tool shop or anything like that. And so underneath the garbage disposal, on the very bottom, you see a reset button a little red tab, and then you see a hole in the center. That's actually your jam nut hole. So what you do is you take your Allen key, so here we are at the bottom of the garbage disposal. And this is what this actual tool is for. So if it's jammed, this is the unjam tool. Okay, that's the way it works. Now, if you aren't hearing a noise coming from your garbage disposal, doesn't mean it's broken. Sometimes when it jams, this actual button here, this little red button, will actually pop out and avoid burning up the disposal. It's a reset circuit breaker. So what you want to do is you want to unjam it first, or try to make sure that it's not jammed using your wrench. And once you do unjam it, push the reset button. So before you turn it on, you also want to observe from the top of the sink. Here we are at the top of the sink. Maybe using a flashlight or something of the sort, making sure the power switch is actually off. You want to look for debris that could be stuck inside the disposal. If you don't, I mean, some people can stick their hand inside there and pull a fork out and whatnot. If you've got a bunch of popcorn seeds or something like that, maybe like a shop vac you can use to suck the debris or whatever's jamming it out of the disposal. Back to below the garbage disposal. Now remember, garbage disposals can be dangerous. Like I said before, if you can't get it unjammed, just keep trying the same method back and forth. Every once in a while, you'll get some rust build up inside the actual part of the head, and at that point, sometimes the disposal needs to be replaced, or you can get the particle out of there and keep going with it. When you do break it free, and it is working, or it starts moving again, like I said before, just make sure you run the water with your disposal. That's what a typical disposal sounds like. Preferably you clean it on a daily basis just to make sure that you don't get excessive buildup inside of it. This concludes our garbage disposal video. Please visit WeManageHouses.com for other tips and other videos on other house-related troubleshooting issues. Remember, if you're buying or selling or renting your home, we're here for all of your real estate needs. Thank you.